So hi you guys, welcome to my Gameweek 37 video, and I will just do a little touch upon Gameweek 38, but I'll chat a bit more about that later on. Just before we take a look at my Gameweek 37 points, I am running a little competition in honour of me finally breaking into the 100 points club, finally. So to win yourself a free scribble, like the one you see me do in my 100 subs video, the one just here behind me. All you have to do is like this video below and tell me how many goals you think the champions Chelsea will score this weekend in the last game week of the season against Sunderland. Don't forget to pop a subscribe to my channel, and if you follow me on Twitter, then don't forget to pop my pinned tweet, which will have the competition details on it, a quick retweet. I will run the competition until the deadline on game week 38. So that's 3 PM. That even gives you a bit of time to have a sneaky look at the team lineups so that you can have a look to see if you think they'll score big or not. But that's not a whole lot of time to enter, so get cracking. And don't get greedy, just one entry per person please. And if more than one person guesses the right answer, I will randomly choose the winner early next week and announce it in my next video. So keep your eyes peeled. If nobody gets a correct guess, then I will do another competition very soon, so you still may get a chance to win it even if you enter this time round and don't win. And I will leave all the details below in the description. Right then, over to my Game Week 37 points. Okay, so here are my Game Week 37 points, and not only did I make it into the 100 club, I even made it into the 150 club. Boom! Now the age-old discussion of whether you should bench boost or triple captain in a double game week like game week 37 continues to rumble on. From my bench boost I managed to gain 27 extra points. By triple captaining Kane, my best game week player, it would have got me 62 extra points. However, there are a few variables here. If I had just captained Kane rather than captaining Jesus, the gap between me triple captaining and bench boosting would have been a bit closer together. But nonetheless, this result see me get mostly green arrows with only one red arrow in the Fantasy Football Mag League, where no doubt there were plenty of triple captainships on Sanchez and Kane. And that league is the elite of the elite. So whether or not to bench boost or triple captain, this season at least, I don't have the answers. I made a case for both as we were coming up to the game week. I really liked the look of some of the players' fixtures for that triple captainship. Yet I decided because of who I had on the bench, not because they were double game week players, because obviously Jaggers isn't, but also based upon fixtures. And because I was copying the wildcard template team with view of bench boosting this week, I made the decision to bench boost. So I think as long as it helps you in your mini league or with your overall rank, if that's what you're into, then I think you've gained either way. So happy days. As I've mentioned already, Kane was my best game week player, and there's not much more to really say about that, other than he'll most likely be my triple captain in game week 38. Jesus as captain wrapped me up 38 points with 3 goals and 1 assist. In his last 4 games, he is on fire. And then we come to the complete opposite, Gabbiadini. Now, if you watched my wildcard video a few weeks ago, you'll know that I was really worried about getting Gabbiadini into my team. I did not rate him at all, but I went with what the wildcard template team setup was and what you guys asked me to do on Twitter, and I got him in. And it seems like my fears were not wasted. I mean, no points from a possible 2 games is just shocking. What a waste. Moving on, Hazard was also a disappointment, unfortunately, and even more so because I really had the feeling to transfer him out for Kevin De Bruyne, and the points I would have got if I'd done that are alarming. So now I'm faced with a dilemma on whether to stick with Hazard and worry about rotation or whether to sell him on. Still thinking on that one. Kingy doing his thing again with 9 points. I did a pod with the @FanFeud boys again earlier on this week. I'll pop a link below if you want to have a listen. I think Bournemouth stats came up during that conversation, and based on those, I don't know why any of us have any Bournemouth players in our team whatsoever. But Kingy keeps on delivering, and he's also got 3 goals and 1 assist, the same as Jesus in his last 4 games. Ozil did well for me as a cheeky differential from Sanchez. His heat map and passes were crazy against Sunderland, and it managed to pick him up 3 bonus points ahead of Sanchez. Eriksen only playing the 1 game. If anyone knows why, let me know. That's all I got to say about that, really. No idea. Vertonghen getting me the 4 points. Again, not much else to say about that other than I should not have got him in for Davies. I shouldn't have panicked that Rose would come back and take Davies' place. Those who took the risk and stuck with Davies, it's paid off because he's starting to get assists all over the place. For those of us who switched worrying about that injury return, we've missed out. Last game week, I transferred Hennessy out to get Caballero in, thinking he'd have 2 game weeks to possibly get a couple of clean sheets and rack up some saves. Unfortunately, I missed out on a point because Hennessy got 6 points compared to Caballero's 5. And it seems like the single game week players showed up. Case in point, sat on my bench, Jaggers. And you could say Gibbs as he only played 1 game. And I got him in for Stones because I wasn't sure if Stones would play or not. Talking of single game week players showing up, I took a bit of a punt to sell Bernardo for Norton in my personal team. And that really paid off because Norton got me 15 points. Naughty Norton. So all I would say going forward into next season is when the double game week starts showing up, never forget your single game week players that are in form or have good fixtures. For instance, Kingy, and not currently in my squad, but worth mentioning, Coutinho. Pickford picking up the 6 points over 2 games, and Ward-Prowse picking me up 3 points because he only played 1 game and he got a clean sheet during that game. So here is my quick mention of game week 38. I've been running some polls on Twitter about who to triple captain. If I don't transfer Coutinho in, there's only 2 choices really in the team, and that is Kane and Jesus, because I don't have Sanchez in this team. Based on the polls so far on Twitter, it looks like the triple captain chip is going to be placed on Kane. Some people saying he won't even play because he feels like he has the golden boot and Janssen will get his place. I really hope that's not the case. There was some things flying about on Twitter that he doesn't want to rest on his laurels and he really wants to get 4 goals against Hull. Haven't actually heard that quote myself, but I hope that's true. If I manage to wangle Coutinho into this team, though, it will be quite hard not to put the chip on him. And I'm thinking about transferring Hazard, Eriksen or Ozil out for Coutinho. If I take a risk on transferring Hazard out to Coutinho, I can upgrade Gabbiadini to Giroud. If not, it'll just have to be a like-for-like swap, probably with Ozil or Eriksen to Coutinho. And I haven't any idea which of those 2 I would pick over the other. Ozil probably more guaranteed for game time, but if Eriksen pays, possibly likely to get me more points. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I did make a mention that I could transfer Alonso out for Terry, and I did get a lot of affirmed no's on that one. You all seem to think he's going to play the last game, so if I make any changes, I'll probably leave Alonso there based on what you guys are telling me. So that's it, you guys. No words of wisdom really for Game Week 38. I'm afraid I'm just as stuck as you guys on this one. But take a listen to the @FanFeud pod because it might give you some tips if you're still struggling on what to do. Don't forget to like the video and leave your answer below to enter the competition. Enjoy your last Game Week 38, the last game week of the season, and I'll be back with one more video when the season wraps up to let you know how I got on in Game Week 38. If you're wondering at all how I got on my personal team this game week, where I also bench boosted, I got 171 points, so I also made it past the 150 club there. So until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe and do all those fabulous things. Nymphria out.